Okay. Um, Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so before I get out what I need to for the main subject, I want to apologize for the sound around me. There's a lot of distraction going on. But why I'm here today is that I want to announce that um, something that I've been fearing for a long time, and it's something that I've been thinking about still to this day. So today is June 9th, 2020, but I will be posting this tomorrow on June 10th, and that is for one main reason. June 9th and June 10th, 2020, or 19, were the 2 days that were probably the worst of my whole life up to this point. And I say that because those were the 2 days during the process in which my dog Biscuit was getting ready to go, meaning to pass away. And this day, 1 year ago, June 9th, I was at the computer. It was during the late night. I was just doing my own thing. I was playing a game or something. And I could hear my mom calling out to me or for someone to help her. So I get up and I walk into the kitchen, which is the next room over. And what I see was incredibly tough for me to see. My mom was on the floor with my dog, and my dog was violently shaking. And at that point, I already knew he was having a seizure, which is very dangerous. Now, my dog was very, very sick for a long time. He was very old. He lived a very long life. And he was probably one of the best dogs I will have ever had in my whole life. I've been with him. I've taken care of him. I was even with him that night and the previous late morning. So that night on June 9th, I feared that that night Biscuit was going to pass away. I could see it in his eyes that he was very, very sad, and I could tell that he was ready to go. So my mom and I helped him throughout the night, but we needed to have our dad with us. And so I woke him up from his sleep, and he came in and he helped us throughout the night. Now, that night, I could barely sleep because of everything that was happening. Now, luckily, Biscuit did make it into the next day, and I was able to get sleep. And that next day, Biscuit was doing tremendously better. He was doing so much better. He could walk again. It almost looked like he didn't have anything wrong with him. But my dad did make the phone call to the vet, and I knew that that day it had to come. And I saw it coming that Biscuit had to be put down, but it was for his own good. We didn't want to see him suffer. We didn't want to see him go through all of that anymore. And at first, I told my dad that I wanted to come to the vet with him. I wanted to be there when it happened. So he agreed and he took me. Now, it was the late morning of June 10th. So it was around like 11:30, somewhere around there. We were driving up there, and it almost got to me that this is happening. Actually, it did get to me. So when the nurses there asked me if I wanted to stay in the room or leave when it happened, I wanted to leave at first because it would have been too traumatizing for me. And my dad had to stay no matter what. But I then decided that, yes, I did want to stay. So I stayed in the room, and they went through the process of doing everything that they needed to do. And when that needle punctured him, I broke down. I could not hold it in. It was very hard on me, but I thought that it would be a good learning experience for me to see what it was like. And I was crying all the way home. And we still have Biscuit's paw print from that day. And I'm so thankful that I had so many people there for me. My dad was there for me. I had friends who were there for me. And I posted about it, and people were so supportive of me. And I just want to say thank you all for all you do for me. And this goes to show that no matter what you go through in your life will always have that one obstacle that will really get to you. And you cannot have anything get to you. You just have to keep staying positive. And honestly, 2019 was one of the worst years that I've ever experienced. But again, I just want to say thank you all for listening, and I hope you will all give me the support that I need through this tough time. And it is a tough time, but I know we can make it through, and I know we can all stay positive. And again, that's the story of my darkest day in my whole life. And I wanted to keep it short, and yeah, so anyway, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for being so supportive of my channel and for everything I've been doing for you. And I hope that you will all continue to support me, as well as many other people throughout YouTube and throughout the world. And with that, I will see you all very soon, and I love you all. And again, I'm sorry for all of the noise going on in the background, but yeah, so I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you again.